Hi everyone, welcome to the series of FortiGate Firewall. So today we are going to discuss about the firewall policy and how does a firewall policy works. So basically this is my FortiGate firewall, a Fortinet firewall. Okay, one port, that is port 1, it is connected to the wide area network, and on the other hand my PC are connected to the switch and switch is connected to the Fortinet. That is means my local area network is connected to the port number 2 and my wide area network is connected to port number 1. Now the question is that what is policy is doing here? Basically, we can control the traffic activity in between the multiple interfaces like port 1 to port 2. So this is how we can manage and control the traffic with the help of a firewall. We can filter out the traffic that is coming and outgoing from port 1 to port 2. If there will be a port 3 connected to a server, so we can manage the traffic through that also. This is what a firewall policy works. It controls the traffic activities in between the devices connected to multiple ports. Now let us assume on port 1 we have wide area network, okay, having an IP address 192.168.92.2. This will become the gateway for firewall. Okay, this is the interface IP of port 1. Here the interface IP of of port 2 is 192.168.1.1. So let me go to the firewall and check the status of the interfaces. Now the question is that how I can able to take the access of the firewall. First of all, you have to open the GUI, the CLI of the firewall. Then you have to provide the username and password. Now I just want to open the GUI of firewall. How we can do that? By putting a command diagnose IP address list. So this command is used to check the IP address allotted to the firewall interface on port 1 that is connected to the management port, and also the management port is used to access the firewall with the help of GUI. The port 1 is basically used to access the GUI. So I have to check the interface IP of port 1. How we can do that? By putting a command diagnose IP address list, it will show you the interface IP 192.168.92.129. So let me put this IP address 92.129. So here I got the firewall interface. Okay. Firewall GUI is available over here. Okay. Here we have a column for the policy and object. In this policy and object, we can create the policies to control the traffic. So by clicking over the firewall policy, I will go to the list of policy created. So currently there is no policy created because there is a single policy implicit deny, that is denying every single data incoming and outgoing through the firewall. Now, let us create the policy on the firewall. But before that, I have to check that the routing is done or not, because I have to forward the traffic from this side to that side. So I have to provide the configuration of default route in between them. Well, somewhere you will find that default route is by default working. Now let's question is that how we can do the configuration. Before doing anything, first of all check the interfaces. Here we can see that by default port 1 having an IP address and gateway. Okay, how you will verify that? Double click over the port 1, you will get the status of port 1 that is connected to the wide area network. Let me give this name, wide area network, to this port. So by the help of DHCP from management interface, it has got an IP address and gateway. The permissions are already allowed like HTTP, HTTPS, ping, telnet and SSH. These are the basic permissions or administrative access allowed. Now, let me go to the other interface that is connected to the local area network side. So there is no configuration on that side. Let us provide the IP address to the interface. Which interface? Port 2. How we can do that? First of all, you have to give a name to this side, that is local area network alias. IP address and subnet mask 192.168.1.1 is the IP address and subnet mask is /24. So you can give the subnet mask in CIDR. So I'm going to allow some permission like SSH, Telnet, SSNMP, and so on. Okay. Now I will click OK. After that, the port 1 will got an IP address, port 2 will got an IP address. Okay. Let me double click on port 1, again give the WAN interface. Okay. When I will click OK, it will be shown as the wide area network port 1. Okay. Now let us check the routing by clicking over the static route. So here I can see there is no configuration of a static route. I have to do the configuration of a static route over here. After doing the static route, I can able to ping the gateway. Else I'm not able to ping the gateway. Or I cannot able to communicate to wide area network. So I have to go to FortiGate firewall, click over create new. So you have to provide the destination. I will use destination 0.0.0.0 and 0.0.0.0. That is means the default routing. Now let's provide the gateway 192.168.10.92.2. So this will work as our gateway. The port is wide area network automatically taken by the firewall. Now press OK. Now I have done the configuration of static default route. Everything is working perfectly. Okay. Now let me go to the PCs and check the IP address. So let's provide the IP address to the PCs. So IP 192.168.10. Sorry, 1.3 255.255.255.0 and subnet mask is 190. Gateway will be 192.168.1.1. Let me again check the IP address. I think by mistake we have provided the IP address. Oh, okay. IP address is also okay. 192.168.1.1. Okay. So we have provided the gateway and IP address to the VPC. Let's provide IP address to this PC also. How we can do that? Let me log into this PC by taking the access. Okay. So let's provide the password. This is old Windows 7 over here. Let's go to the network and sharing center. Let us click over the change adapter setting, double click over here, go to properties. So you will find the TCP IP version 4. So IP address is provided, but IP address provided is 192.168.1.10. Let me change this to 192.168.1.2. Clicking over OK, OK, and close. Now IP address has been changed. Let me also mention here 192.168.1.1 source IP. 1.2 192.168.1.2 because in PC I have provided 192.168.1.2. You can check in the properties TCP IP version 4 1.2. Okay. So IP addresses are provided now. The question is that how I can able to ping the wide area network from this PC. Can I able to ping this now? No, I can't able to ping because I didn't have created any policy to allow the user to communicate to wide area network. Now, let me try to ping the google.com. It will be denied. Okay. Or we can go to CMD to ping any IP address. See, in CMD, let me try to ping the gateway 192.168.92.2. It will say no. Sorry, ping 192.168.92.2. So it will say I can't able to ping because to forward the traffic via firewall, you need to provide the policy to forward the traffic from source to destination. Still, I can't able to open the google.com. Nothing is working. Internet is not working over here because we didn't have created the policy. Now it's time to create the policy on firewall. So I have to go to firewall now, clicking over the policy and object and firewall policy. Now let's click over the create new. In this policy, I will give the name LAN to WAN policy incoming interface. On local area network side, the interface is port 2. So select the port 2. In outgoing interface, select the port 1 wide area network. Here we can see port 1 is connected to wide area network or management. Okay. The source will be all. I'm going to allow all. In destination, I'm going to allow all, not the specific one. Okay. I'm going to allow all the services and clicking over OK, the policy will be created. But still I can't able to see any traffic. Let me go to the firewall now. Sorry, let us go to the PC now and try to ping the google.com. Okay, so let's go to the internet and here we can see I can able to use the internet in my PC after creating a LAN to WAN policy. You can see that internet is working and I can able to ping the gateway also now. Here we can see I can able to get the traffic response from the gateway as well as from the wide area network. Okay. In FortiGate, we have an option called logs and report on which I can able to check the forwarded traffic. Okay. I can't able to see any traffic till now because I didn't have allowed the filtration of the traffic. Now let's go to the policy and object, go to firewall policy, double click over the policy and allow all sessions to be captured by the logs and report and click OK. Now let's go to the logs and report. Still I have no traffic. What I will do, I will go to the PC again and will ping some traffic like google.com. Let me again open that, wikipedia.org. Now, some traffic has been forwarded. I have to wait for some time till it will be reflected over here. Now I can able to see that LAN has forwarded two packets. Okay. The source was 192.168.1.2 net IP is 192.168.129 and IP is 142.250.182.46. This is the IP address belong to Google. What is that? That is belong to Google. So I'm pinging the Google. That is why it is showing that. So on logs and report, we can analyze the traffic forwarded or received. So this is how the policies work. Now, I just want to allow only single user from the LAN. I just don't want to allow this VPC. What I will do, I will allow the Windows PC with the help of this IP address. So let's go to the firewall and change the security policy. Double click over here. Here I have allowed all the source. Let me change that. Let us click over the address. Click over create. Allow new address. Name is what? PC1 address. Okay. Let's provide the IP address of this PC 192.168.1.1 slash 24. Well, it will be allowed with the help of IP address only with the subnet mask slash 24 or 255.255.255.0. Okay. To allow that, we have to put 255.255.255.255 or slash 32 specially for a single user. Let us click OK. Now I will click PC1 address, so the policy will have only a single source to be communicated to the internet. Now let's click OK. So in this policy, I have changed something that PC1 can only able to ping the wide area network. So let me go to the VPC now. So VPC will not able to ping anything. Like let me ping 192.168.92.2. So it is not pinging because I allowed only single user to communicate to the internet. Okay. Now let me go to the PC again, and if I will put google.com again, you can see we can able to open the google.com in my browser. Okay. The problem is that I provided a wrong IP address. The IP should be 192.168.1.2, not 1.1. So let me go to the policy again and change this IP address. Okay. So let us click over the PC1 address. So let us click over edit. This is 1.2, not 1.1. Okay. Now click OK. 1.2 slash 32. Now my PC will be allowed. Let's go to the PC now and try to ping the google.com. You can see I can able to ping. Also I can able to ping the gateway. So this is how we can create the policy in a firewall. Dear all, if you have any confusion, you can ping me or you can text me. You can also download the notes for the FortiGate firewall via our website https colon double slash tech with ravish.com.